الله شباب، رجعنا لكم حلقة جديدة من نوير. أهم شيء جيب معكم الشاي ويلا نبلش. The golden butterfly. اوكي يلا. Rusty Galloway.
Got it, Skipper.
You have a
Yeah,
case.
I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy.
Yeah.
I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Sunset Boulevard. انت بطيء راسي للاسف، يعني خليني اسرع اوصل انا السيارة.
That's that guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
كنت سيارتنا الماكل الخرا. اسف انا بس هي جد ماكل الخرا. راسي كمان دوغ. طيب نشوف اذا في محادثة.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time around.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of
Thanks,
yourself.
Rusty.
That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps.
اصبع فوق.
Gotta get along after all.
اوكي فحكاله انه لا تتحمس كثير. صح انك جبت الكيس الاول بس لا تتحمس كثير. صح بيحكي هو. يلا بنشوف شو هالكيس رح يصير. نشوف اذا زي راسي جالوي بفكر انه انه يكون زوجها اللي قتلها. وصلنا.
Now boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
matter? So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here.
طيب الناس فكروا انه نفس
Another woman sacrificed.
انه نفس الورولف هو اللي قتل.
I want daily reports, gentlemen.
انه هذا قاتل سفاح هو اللي قتل.
I was first on scene.
Yes, sir.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
يا رب ما تكون شلح.
So hey, what's going on over there?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
مو مشلحة. مش زيك. خطوات حل.
Stopping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want.
حقيبة ولا ايش هي حقيبتها؟ تعال نشوف. طيب.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
اتوقع اسمها Parent Teacher Association. طيب اتوقع مصاري بعد كمان ما له دخل بس نشوف.
The motive was robbery. Why not take their money?
اذا القتلها كان بده يسرق مصاري ليش؟
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
شانيها نفس كل مرة ماخدين الخاتم.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
ايه بتوقع هيك احنا شفنا كل شيء. حكوا انه الهازبند يعني زوجها هو اتصل على الشرطة لانه ما رجعت على البيت بس يعطوه يحكي انه زوجها قتلها وما بعرف شو احنا هنا هلا على بيتها نشوف الوضع.
Still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? All around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
أول مرة نعرف إنه أول شي يكون عنده أولاد، ثاني إشي راسي طلع 3 مرات. هذا شو جديد؟ يلا. طيب هيك كنا وصلنا على بيت نسيت صراحة اسمها مولر ريزيدنس الساعة 11:22 صباحا. نشوف. حكوا إنه زوجها اتصل هو على الشرطة إنه يحكي إنها نزلت على البيت.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon.
عندها بنت.
We're not looking for mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? I'm gonna have a look around.
طيب
We'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
عندها بنت فهذا شلون يعني محزن قليلا.
I'm sure this means much.
معين.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back.
ما له دخل.
Nothing to worry about.
ايش هي؟ ما اتوقع له دخل. ايش قام بيدمر. البوتس آخر مرة كان 8. شوف طبعا.
Work boots. Size 8.
ممكن يكون هذا هو الولد آخرته. حكوا إنه عندها ساعة ولا شيء خلينا نشوف.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
موجودة. أكيد عشان كانت معها بس يعني. الثانية الخاتم. خاتم مش موجود كمان.
No sign of a wedding ring.
بس أكيد مش موجود لأنها شفناها. ماكينها منها. طيب. ما في شيء الصراحة يعني. بس إنه عند رقم بوتو ياس 8 بس. ما في شيء مهم يعني.
Is this about mommy?
Yeah.
Dad Daddy is trying to find her.
I'm sad that
Tell me
she's
she's
dead,
okay.
mate.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but
Your mother's
your
dead.
mother is dead.
Yeah.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Last contact with the victim يعني امتى آخر مرة كان حكت
When
معاهم
did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
وجا شك. أنا آسف.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
طيب.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
أوكي راح أحكي لها
I
كاملة.
know it's painful, Michelle. But this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday.
They had a fight.
It was kind of a makeup present.
أوكي كان في مشكلة وأعطاها
Mom and
هدية
Dad are
الساعة.
happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Come on, doubt.
They weren't
في
happy,
شغلات.
were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And they always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
ورجع.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the
Go
police
to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not.
ليش زعلان إنه الشرطة إجوا؟
You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of
found murdered this morning.
found. What? But she only.
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
شوف وضعه غريب.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr.
8.
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
أنا هيحكي لا 9.
I think.
خلاص.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
زلمة في شغلات.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet.
شو عم.
You know, small feet, small.
Always been true in my experience.
طيب.
So you were
One
here all
count.
night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
بس في شغلات.
Yes, that's correct.
كذاب مبين. في شغلات لأنه ما أعرف أعطيك كذاب
You should
كذاب.
come clean if you're having an
لأنه
affair or if there's something
البنت
going
حكت
on.
إنه ضلت تتصل بس هو ما كان يرد. ليه رد؟ يعتبر ما كان هون.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Missing persons
You phoned
report.
in a missing person
إنه هو
report
حكى
this morning?
هو حكى إنه هي مش ممارسة
Yeah,
طبيعية.
that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30.
Okay.
Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
ثواني شوي أنا ما عندي إشي أحكي له. أحكي له داوت لأنه بطلع يمين شمال
Did your wife
الزيادة.
ever go out by herself? To bars? Nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter
Okay,
said you were
خلاص.
having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
لا صح اوكي. history of
Your
violence.
wife was beaten and then strangled.
هلا هيحكي انه ما كان يضربها بس نحكي له انه كان.
Violence towards your wife.
That's not true. God damn it.
Yeah, that's right. طيب نحكي له انه هاي حقيقة للأسف.
You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Oh I do. طيب اسمع زمان. butterfly approach. هلا هاي الشغلة شراها هو عشان ضربها أول مرة وزعلت كتير فشرا له إياه هو شراها إلها لزوجته.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
اوكي فيليبس عطاه انه يعني راح ما نمسكك هلا عشان عندك بنت فروح انه حطها مكان عند ستتك ولا جدتك اللي هو وبعدين تعال عند الشرطة على مركز الشرطة. بس رستي كان يحكي لا لازم تمسكه هلا عشان يعني قاتل بس فيليبس منيح يعني عشان بنته بس. هاي عشان
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two,
okay.
we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
جارة.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
هيا عم بحرق إشي.
That price is outrageous.
يمكن ملابسه.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
أنا لازم نمسكه. نط. ليش ما نط؟ ليش ما نط؟ ليش ما فيش سلاح هنا؟ والله بنمسكه بطيء. بوت عليه دم.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room.
ما إيش غريب كتير.
Yes, sir, detective.
خلاص إحنا هيك مسكنا الموضوع.
Someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Yeah.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up. Kid.
مشكلة الصراحة. يعني خلاص هيك إحنا مسكنا زوجة تلها.
Phelps,
Galloway,
1247.
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, detective.
Did we get Ray
I need an
Pinker
address on a
technical
Belmont
services
High
team
School.
to a house at 130
Checking for
North
you,
Bonnie Bray
detective.
Street. Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
طيب رح نروح هلا على المدرسة.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
بدنا نروح أول شي عند الشرطة إنه في ريبورت للبادي يعني زي تحقيق الترشيح يسموها أحداث أنا بس اللي هو شيء. فأول شي نروح على المركز الشرطة وبعدين نولع شوي.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some lives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
Well, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away that way.
طيب هناك وصلنا. الساعة 3:54 نهارا. بس شو الدكتور راح يحكي لنا عنه؟
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
طيب حكى إنه قتل زي ما حكينا إنه خنقها. طيب مش هي يعني. ولا هي.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
آخر حلقة جريمة القتل كان للأسف خلصتها بس هاي المرة لا.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks, ma'am.
لقوا سيارتها للبنت للأم بالمدرسة. ما كانت هي لازم تاخذ بنتها بعد ما كان عندها زي حفل للبنات. يلا نشوفكم هناك.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, man. Coroners.
How so?
Well, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the place.
طيب احنا هيك وصلنا المدرسة. أنا بنشوف شو رح يصير هون. Belmont High School. هذا هو اللي بيشتغل هناك المنظف.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here.
عشان
What time
سيارة.
did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
ايوه موجود.
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can...
هذا مورد ما عم بركض لاعبي. الو الو وطع بس اوكي دور مع ناسه. هذا زلمة بيحب الأطفال، يكون قاعد بالمدرسة قريب من المدرسة يعني أو بالمدرسة طلع على الأطفال ومعرف شو، بس كيف مش ماسكينه من زمان يعني. هذا رب شد. يلا فيلبس هناك فيلبس ايزي. رستيو انا حرام. هلا بيجي رستو صح؟ يب تعال في واحدة.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
Me,
We can do
bitch.
this the easy way or the hard way?
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
البوش اللي هو الزوج عطاها للبنات اللي هي كان لازم تكون لابستها. يمكن هو
With the paperwork, Eli. I'm
ولا
gonna take
تلها.
out my gun and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
طيب هاي سيارة مولر، واحد من المولرات. ماله سامي ناجل عادي هيك، هو لو في كبسة يخليه يهدى شوي. طيب نتأكد شوف ما نقدر نفيش. اوكي من ورا لازم. يلا
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
نفس الروب ولا بدون؟
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls
That's,
are HM. Muller is a mechanic. What Eli does for a living.
وش شباب؟ أكل هو شو اسمه الزوج طبعا. هاي أغراض الزوج. ما بعرف هلا الصراحة، أو إنه ما بعرف إنه الزلمة كمان تبع الأطفال هذا إيلاي كمان مع شغلة من البنات. والله سريعة هاي الموضوع يمكن.
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
يلا.
His mother would be proud of him, catching all those criminals.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
صح بس
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard. And that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid that does.
He's a peeper though. We can pick him up for something else.
Will he want to run that risk?
KGPL to any unit. The citizen reports suspicious activity 111.
أنا فاهم قصدي شو قصده. بس كمان يعني ما بعرف. أنا بشوف. اوبا. طب احنا وصلنا؟ رحت ولا هون ولا؟
Better not go soft on me here, Phil.
ليش عم بركض؟
We'll work the evidence. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you got that desk.
لا بدي أبلش بالهذا.
Boys.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Okay.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
ضرب بالسيارة. ياسف بطلبت. اوكي وين بشتغل؟
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
أعطيني
This
يلا.
place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
كمل.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitch
Braid.
braid. It stays tight.
ثواني بس. لا تطلع.
14 years in and out of prison, son.
هلا ايش الدكتور حكى لنا؟ ايش كان البريد؟ نسيت بريد اوكي ما اتوقع انه بريد.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
You
I'm
have
big
no
son.
job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night.
Okay.
Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
My money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid.
خلاص مبين انه زوج هذا.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next door
انحكى.
neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn
طيب
your
ليش كان
shoes?
يحرق الأغراض دوره؟
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
كمل.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you
يا الله غلطت. اسكت احكي له يلا كمل احكي لي. كن معاه منيح. اسمح معكم معاه منيح.
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Yeah, I got some.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
غلط في السيارة.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
للأسف لا.
With the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
هو اللي قتلها.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
يا جماعة ما فيش تاني خلاص هو اللي طلع مبين كل شيء. الأمنية ده كمان التاني نحطه بس ما نقدر. أنا آسف هو اللي طلع
I
بس.
stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
أنا شو أعمل إذا معصب زي هو اللي قتل بده هو كان بده إنه حط التاني بالسجن بس أنا حطيت اللي قتلها ما حطيت أو أنا فاهم شو قصده هو إنه التاني يعني بحب الأطفال ما عرفت شو وبعد منيح نحطه بالسجن بس هذا اللي قتلها فلازم نحطه. أوكي جاش فلاش باك.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
貴様、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
والله وحش هذا. السلك ومعشوع. يعني إن شاء الله الحلقة الجاية مش حلقة. فيعطيكم العافية إخوان. صح إنه رئيس الشرطة أو إنه رئيسنا أو المدير تبعنا خلينا نحكي كان زعلان منا بهالحلقة بس عملنا الصح يعني عملنا لازم كنا نعمله هو حط القاتل بالسجن حتى لو هو مش عاجبه مين القاتل بس حطيناه آخر شيء. فلهون وصلنا الحين لنهاية الفيديو. يعطيكم العافية إخوان. حطوا لايك سبسكرايب. كان معكم محمد أو حمدي. إن شاء الله نشوفكم قريبا. سلام.